Welcome to Dayspring Life and Health Channel. Today we want to talk about 6 ways to protect yourself from getting RSV or Respiratory Syncytial Virus, and also potentially stop it from spreading if you have it. Now, why RSV? RSV is definitely an outbreak right now with a lot of people who are getting sick, especially in children who are getting admitted in the hospitals because of the outbreak since COVID waned and since we have not been wearing masks. This old-time virus is becoming a new thing because most people have been protected from it with advent of wearing masks. But now it's out now big time, and children are suffering, in particular, a lot of children on admission in the hospital. And the colder month here definitely increase the spread. It helps with the spread of the disease. 6 ways to protect yourself from getting RSV or Respiratory Syncytial Virus. So the first one is limit contact with people and also with groups in the fall and the winter months when it gets colder. The second point is that avoid touching your face with unwashed hands. If you haven't washed your hands, don't touch your face. Literally, that is how you look at it. If your hands are not washed, you shouldn't touch your face, because if you touch your face, you may be introducing virus particles, which may eventually get into your respiratory tract and into your body and make you sick. So to protect yourself from RSV, avoid touching your face if your hands are not washed. The third point is that avoid close contact with infected people. Well, who is going to tell you they have RSV? Unless it's your family member, you will probably not know that somebody is infected. But if you see somebody's coughing, somebody sneezing, if somebody is congested, any of the upper respiratory signs that you may see, somebody is they got fever, they are sick, literally, then avoid contact with them. Avoid close contact with anybody whom you can determine is sick, because they may have RSV. And if it's not RSV, potentially it could be the flu. If it's not the flu, potentially it could be COVID, because the similarities of the symptoms do exist. So protect yourself from people who may be exhibiting signs of sickness. The fourth point is wash your hands with soap and wash your hands frequently. All right. So hand washing with soap and water is definitely a preventative thing that helps most diseases, but in particular with RSV and other infectious diseases. So the way you do it is you put your hands under running water after you have washed thoroughly for some time with soap, and then let your hands be under running water for at least 20 seconds. And that definitely would wash off any potential contamination on your hands. Now, the fifth point, cover your cough. If you happen to be the one who is coughing, or if somebody's coughing around you, cover your cough, or humbly suggest that they cover their coughs if it's not you. And also, if you're coughing or sneezing, make sure you do that into a tissue or a napkin or something like that, in order not to spread the virus, the RSV virus, or any potential virus that may be in the droplets that come out during a cough. So if it is you who is coughing, definitely cover your cough. If it's somebody, help them, be nice, give them some form of a tissue and tell them to use it next time they cough. We will all be spread from getting RSV or any other respiratory disease for that matter. And the last point is avoid sharing. Avoid sharing. By avoiding sharing, if you know, of course, that somebody has it in your family or home, you definitely don't use the same things they use, such as cups, cutlery or forks and spoons and knives and stuff like that. Even cooking utensils or plates and stuff that they use, you don't want to share with somebody who is sick. No matter how much you wash it, I would not use it, because you don't know how good their wash was when they used it. All right. So definitely avoid sharing such items. Now, the question would be, would you go to the restaurant? Yes, you would, because in the restaurants, they use durable machines, dishwashers that do the washing, and their washing is also dry washing. They do with heat, with hot water, and so you could potentially guarantee that they don't spread diseases as much in restaurants, unless you have a peculiar restaurant where the hygiene is not the best. Then obviously you can avoid those restaurants or order for takeout, in which case they will put in a different plate where nobody has used before. All right, so those are the 6 points for protecting yourself or your children from getting RSV. And again, remember, RSV has become a thing now just because many people are getting infected in the south, and it's coming to the north right now. With the cold weather coming and with COVID going down, no mask means that more exposure. Many people who used to have immunity to it because of the long time we've been wearing masks, our immunity has waned a little bit. And so kids are getting sicker when they get RSV. So if you have children, definitely teach them these skills. And also, if you haven't gotten your flu shot, this is a time to get flu shot and get your immunizations up to date for that matter. All kids should be updated on their immunizations so that they do not get sick or get severely sick, as many are now. Thanks for watching, beloved. I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers.